Hey everyone, today I'm doing this ICT for Absolute Beginners. Today's episode 1, and this is basically just a whole playlist that I'll be making throughout these couple weeks. I'll be releasing one by one these episodes, just showing ICT concepts that I use and how it made me into the trader I am today. And obviously, that wouldn't happen without God, and so he's always my number one. So we're starting off from the basics. So this is for absolute beginners, the people have never even opened the charts on TradingView, and it'll be harder and harder. So take notes, get a pen and paper. I'll be explaining everything you need to know, how to become the best trader possible. And yeah, so let's get started. This is the bullish candle. So there are candles on a chart, right? So with trading, there's an uptrend and a downtrend. I'll explain that later. But so if you can see here, this is whenever people see this, right? They're like, what am I even looking at? Like, that was me personally whenever I started trading first. I was like, what am I even looking at, right? And you just gotta take a step back, right? You take a step back and learn from basics. Okay, there's candlesticks, right? So my candlesticks are obviously different, but yours will be green, and then there will be a red one, right? So green usually means up, usually means it's going up. Red means it's going down, right? Or in general, green means good, red means bad. We're taking a test or whatever it is. All right, so whenever there's a green candle, this is a green candlestick. So don't try to make it overcomplicated. It's literally just a candlestick, right? So it's like a candlestick, like a normal candlestick. Like if I take this out, what does it look like? The candle and the wick, right? So that's basically what it is. Just making it simple as possible. And this is called a bullish, right? Bullish candle. Think of it as, what helped me is this is bullish. That means their horns, whenever they go, it goes up, right? So that helped me remember what bullish and what bearish is. So bears, with their claws, they slice down or whatever it may be. And that means the market's going down. So whenever it's bearish, that means it's going down, right? So if you hear people saying, "Oh, there's bearish markets today, bearish this or that," or it's bullish on the daily time frame, on this type of time frame, or whatever it may be. So if it's bullish, that means it's going up. If it's bearish, that means it's going down, right? So this is what a candlestick will look like on a when you first open up any type of TradingView, Tradeovate, whatever it may be. But I personally use TradingView. I recommend it for a lot of people. But yeah, so this is the bullish candle, right? Don't overcomplicate. Make it as simple as possible. This is bullish, right? Up means bullish. Down means bearish, right? So whenever you see this, for example, right? So let's not make it overcomplicated as possible. Let me just zoom in. So this candle is going up. So pretend this is a green candle going up, right? What is this called? Take some time. I'm gonna wait for y'all to answer. All right, if everyone said it is bullish, this is bullish candle because it's going up, right? Pretend it's green. And this right here, it is red. So what is a red candle going down means? Ignore everything else, just this individual candle. Correct. If anyone said bearish, they're correct. So yeah, this is a bearish candle, and this is a bullish candle, right? So this is green and red. That's how it'll be on your normal chart. I just changed my charts, right? So if we go back here, so you can see, still the candlestick will be like this, right? So if you see these other candles like this, you're like, oh, why is this wick all the way up here? And then there's some with different wicks and stuff like that, different candles. Okay, I'll explain to you guys right now what that means, right? So if you see this right here, so for example, let's see here. So if you see this right here, right? And for example, this wick right here. All right. And then we'll say this one is shorter, and then this one's super long, right? We'll pretend this is black. Oop. All right. So this right here, right? So what this means is, so if there's an uptrend, right? So the market, whenever there is, for example, let's pretend this is this candle right next to it. Oh. Anyways, so whenever candles open, so pretend this candle already closed, right? Pretend this candle already closed, right? So, and we are in the uptrend, for example, so it's the market 2 bullish candles, right? So if this candle right here, do you see these wicks? These wicks, the only thing that means is that market, whenever the previous candle closed, wherever it went, it started here, went all the way down, went back up, continued going up, and then went down, and then closed right there. And as soon as this one closes, the other one opens. So as soon as this one closed, and it closed, and it shows that it's green, and it means it's a bullish, that means it closed above. So that means it closed right here. So market went all the way up here, but then it went down a little bit, and then it closed right there. So for example, people say, oh, we're on a 1 minute time frame, right? So this is a 1 minute, for example, 1 minute time frame. So each candle is 1 minute, right? So this is 1 minute, for example. This says right here 7:14, and then this one will say 7:15, for example. All right, and then once it closes here, another one opens right here for a whole other minute, right? So if you're in the 1 hour, this whole hour, it went all the way up for a whole hour. It went up, went down, and went all the way down here, and then it closed right there where this new candle opened. And then this candle, as soon as it opened, it either, hold on, let me see here. It went down, right? It went down. Once it went down, it went up a little bit, and then went down, and then it went all the way up here, and then went down a little bit, and then closed right there, right? So that's basically what it means. So that's what the wicks mean. So whenever you see here, let's look at this again, right? So let's look at this. Market went all the way up here, this candle right here. Market closed down here, opened right here, went all the way up here, or went all the way down, and then went all the way up, and then went a little bit down, closed right here, and then started a new candle. Same thing, went all the way down to that wick or whatever it is, and then went all the way up here, and then went down. You see? So these wicks just mean how far that candle went, but then where it closed was right here. So for the 1 minute time frame, or it could be any other type of time frame it might be. And then the same thing with this one. It opened right here, the new candle, went all the way up here, but then it shot down and it closed right here. You see how this one has no wick? That means it was starting to go down, and then there was no wick at all. You see this? And the same thing with this one. So it opened right here, went up a little bit, and then just shot down, and then went a little bit up and closed right there. See, you can see this everywhere. So the wick, you don't be scared of the wick if every other single one doesn't look like a normal one like you saw here, right? So it just basically just means that it's where the candle closed. So I encourage you to go to the markets and just look at it. So look at the candlesticks. Look at where it went, right? Where it went up or down. So this is it's a bearish candle going down. So once it started going down, right? Started going down, started going up, but then it's a bearish candle because it closed going down, right? It closed going down because it's for me it's black, but for you it'll be red. All right, and then as soon as this one closed, this one opened, went all the way down here to this wick right here, but then went all the way up here to this little wick right here, but then closed a little bit lower to that wick, and then it created a new candle. So each of these is 1 minute. So it's where that 1 minute candle went throughout that singular minute, right? So that's the only thing it means through this candlestick means, and the wicks mean where it went throughout that time. That's the only thing it means, right? And so I encourage you to go take a look. Same thing with this. Same thing with this. This is bearish, right? So let's pretend this is bearish. Same thing, right? Let's make this red. Same thing. Let's even pretend it didn't even have a bottom wick, right? Still same thing. That means it closed below exactly where, you know, it was. For example, this market, pretend this one opened, right? So it opened either up here or down here, wherever it may be, depending on the previous candle. So it opened, went up, went all the way down, but then went a little bit further up and closed right here, right? And then as soon as this one closed, this one opened. It went a little bit up, and then it just shot down, and it closed before it could create any wick lower. So it just went lower and created no wick. So wherever the next candle is, it'll be right here, wherever it was, right? So even if it's a little bit higher, a little bit lower, it's okay. It's still wherever it was. So this is just explaining throughout what the bullish and the bearish candlesticks look like. Same thing could be on the 5 minute as well. The 5 minute, the 1 minute, it's so for example, we're on the 5 minute, right? So this is, for example, 5:10, right? And each of these candlesticks is 5 minutes. So this will be 5:10, this will be 5:15, and so on and so forth. So 5:10, 5:15, 5:20, 5:25, 5:30, so on and so forth. I appreciate y'all for watching the ICT for Absolute Beginners episode 1. You're on the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. Link is in the description. So yes, this is episode 1, just talking about bullish and bearish candles and how candlesticks work on the charts, so on stocks. So yeah, I'll be dropping episode 2 soon. Just stay tuned, hit that sub, and yeah, see y'all next one.